afternoon, patient. I'm your physician, Leonard Britton-Robinson. And by this time, you now know that you have been diagnosed with Aicardi syndrome. This video is a quick rundown on the history and the symptoms of this syndrome. Aicardi syndrome is a rare neurological disorder. It was first described by the French neurologist Dr. Jean Aicardi back in 1965. What is Aicardi syndrome? Now, Aicardi syndrome is the absence of the undeveloped tissue connected to the left and right halves of the brain. They tend to also cause seizures, beginning with the infancy or infantile spasms, would tend to progress to recurrent seizures, epilepsy, and can be very difficult to treat. Now, the lifespan on Aicardi syndrome usually average between 8 and 18 years. Several women actually go on to live into their 30s and 40s with this syndrome. Now, here's a good thing. Aicardi syndrome are sporadic, right? So you can't pass them down through generations. It's not inherited and only occur in people with no history of the disorder. So it's really random. And majority of it it's really just a gene mutation. Aicardi syndrome only occurs in about 1 in 105,000 to about 167,000 newborns in the United States alone. Research estimate approximately 4,000 are affected worldwide. Treatment for Aicardi syndrome. Now, there is no standard course of treatment for Aicardi syndrome, but they do have treatment to treat the seizures and certain programs that can help parents and children cope with the development delays. You can also say that Aicardi syndrome basically has the same symptoms of a Down syndrome patient, with the small eyes, the small head, the deformities, the difficult eating. They kind of tie in together. What causes Aicardi syndrome? The genetic mutation which caused Aicardi syndrome has not been identified despite efforts of several laboratories worldwide. The genetic sequence of the effect it has on children and their parents is devastating. Because the Aicardi syndrome occurs only in single members of a family, and virtually all cases are female, the genetic mutation is though to be a dominant mutation in the X-linked gene. Aicardi syndrome has many symptoms. A lot of those symptoms you can see right off the bat, especially when it comes to the female. Difficult eating is one. Developmental delays. So I would say growing up, you can see that there are some, display of development that, they can't catch on right away. Hand deformities. You can see where some people may have shorter hands than usual, or hands tend to kind of cut at an angle from time to time. They have unusual small heads, and their eyes are abdominally small. Hey, we'd like to thank you for letting us be your primary physician here at Britton-Robinson's MD. We hope to make life swell and let you know that you can overcome and make anything happen. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm your physicist of the brain. Uh, I'm not gonna mess up. I'm gonna get a good grade. I'm gonna pass your class. Hey.